So I missed a few days, but we're calling this day 3 because I'm gonna just keep going. We're gonna keep count and just keep accountable. So today was John 3, which I was really looking forward to actually reading. I don't know, it just things in life got busy and I make excuses, but I read it now and I really like it. This is where Jesus talks to Nicodemus. But this is also where we see a conversation with John and his disciples about Jesus. And so that's just really two different parallels to me of somebody who is highly regarded in society, coming basically to the feet of Jesus, asking, "Who are you? Why are you here? I know you're important to God's work because of the things, the miracles that you're performing, but why don't I know about you?" And I just think that's so cool to see Nicodemus do that, because that shows he was really confronted with his own lack of being, which was odd for a Pharisee at the time. And so I think that's really cool. But really where I really felt interested in is conversation between John and his disciples, because the disciples they hear about Jesus and they're concerned because they're in the same area of preaching, and that John isn't concerned about it, that Jesus is getting all these followers compared to John. And I just kind of love John's response, because he's like, "Guys, I'm what's coming before. He's what's here forever." I just think about it like in today, like when you're doing ministry work of any kind, or you're just praying for somebody, you don't always get to see the reaping of what you sow. But John sowed so much without ever seeing the reaping. And I just think that's so important to remember, is even though we may be the first ones to reach out, a lot of times we are not going to be the first ones to reap from that area or that people group or that person. But it's that investment into them that prepares them. And it's important not to consider a competition, because that's what John's disciples, because they're young in their faith, didn't realize they had done, was they were trying to compete on missionary work, which healthy competition maybe, yes, but that's not the point. We're supposed to be working together as basically, John was the hand reaching out in my mind, but Jesus was the feet to hold them steady, and the power that they followed. And I really, that's kind of in my mind. I know it's not perfect, but it's just kind of the thought I have of that whole conversation just really shows that two ministries, or even two different denominations, churches, they serve different purposes probably in somebody's life. I know plenty of people who grew up going to Church of Christ, but in college they didn't find one that they felt like close to, and so they went to one of the Baptist churches, or vice versa. I've known people who are Catholic go to Protestant, and Protestants go to Catholic churches. Like, it's who invests in you that you go to. And I think that's important to remember, is we're all working to the same goal. We're trying to get people to Christ and build their relationship with Christ. And I feel like a lot of times we get stuck in this mindset, like what I say has to be right. And a lot of times we're wrong. And so I think that goes with denominations and everything. That gets in a whole another political and spiritual biblical thing. We'll get to eventually, hopefully, because I think that's in John. But I don't know. I just feel, I just want to see how this if this is a